Started out well. I was very active as a child, doing things like I would have my father take me to the carnival, and I didn't have him take me to the carnival to ride the rides necessarily. I wanted him to take me to the carnival when they were setting it up, because I wanted to see how it was put together. And I created scale models of those as a child out of lumber and wood and things that I had around the house. Because as a young age, I had power tools. I had my own little power tools. Little jigsaws and all kind of little things that I had. And I made these scale models, these replicas. But I was learning the process of engineering. I was learning how to put things together and support things. And it was my brain turning and learning how to do those things are instrumental in my life today. But it started there. And I was watching TV one night, sitting in my apartment, and there was a show that came on that talked about dyslexia and how it worked and what it was and all that. And I'm like, oh my God, that's me. And from that moment forward, it changed my whole life, because I knew what the problem was now, and I was able to navigate that problem. I think I was nervous as a child starting college, because I knew I was dyslexic, and I felt at a disadvantage. When I got to school, I'm taking these architecture classes, and I'm doing all these drafting classes and things, and I'm at the top of the class. I'm thinking, well, this ain't so bad. It's like, well, not so dumb after all. Because I kind of, in my mind, thought I was a little bit on the not so bright side because of the dyslexic stuff. Right, open that door, will you? I'll crack it. Huh? Crack that door. I started with a furniture store in Lexington, called Hellringers, and I was the warehouse manager. And we had a chair that came in damaged. It got water damaged in shipping, and the store manager at the time said, "Why don't you just throw that thing away?" He said, "We'll just order a new one." I said, "Well, don't throw it away." I said, "Let me take it home and see if I can recover it." I took the chair home and I took it apart, put it right back together with some fabric that I'd bought at a local store, and set it in the front entrance to the store. Within the first week, it sold. But it was scary. I can remember calling home to asking my father, saying, what do you think about this? I said, I'm kind of nervous. I said, I'm scared I won't make it. And I just never looked back. And the upholstery took off, and I did upholstery work for all the major people around town through the years. And Rick Pitino, I've done work for a lot of famous people in the Lexington area. Did work for Abercrombie. You name it, I've done work for them. If they're around here, I've done it at some point. And you look back at that, and I think that's just craziness. It was a way for me to be independent and on my own and have my own business. I don't know where it was, but I saw a stained glass window somewhere, and I got fascinated with glass just in general, just the thought of it, and the way, there was something about the way the light come through it, the way it glistened, and it just moved me in a strange way. And so I decided I was going to take a stained glass class locally. Took the stained glass class, and they had a contest that was coming up back in the day. They had a stained glass contest, and I applied to that contest, and I submitted my very first lamp, and it won first place in the show. And I just started digging into glass. So that's how that kind of started. And so the reality is you learn from example. When I discovered that I was dyslexic, it's like, I'm not good at this, so let's connect myself to somebody that does. I don't want to be the artist that has the big head. I know those people, and that's not who I want to be. So I try to keep that in a good balance. I'm very proud of what I've accomplished, and I talk about what I've accomplished to people. But I hopefully do it in a way that comes across not as if I'm bragging, but that I'm excited and proud of what I've been able to do. I don't claim to be any more than I am, but and it's constant. It's ever changing. It's not over. You know, I'm still working right now on a project that possibly that I might get for New York City. May or may not happen, but that's a dream. It's still there. I'm not giving up, and I'm going to continue with that. But I've really tried to give back to the community in a way, through giving lectures on booth design to help artists that are young people coming up, having interns and having interns that you can help teach, because you can't just be the artist and be successful at it. It takes all these other things, and I don't claim to be great at any of them. I don't even claim to be great at art. I don't. But I have enough of all the different things that it takes to be successful. Yeah, and you have these milestones in your life, and that was definitely one of them. Figuring out that I could survive, I could make it, and it gave me the confidence not to bow down to that, not to let it own me. Then I began to just push and to grow and to learn, and it's still doing it to this day. It's not. I don't think I'll ever stop creating. I don't want to stop. I would be bored to death if I sat down. So I'll be doing this till they put me in the ground.